You should know that your favorite Hardware Island Express. So we have a massive sale going on the toilet sets and the face basins. You're getting the toilet set for $5.95 and you're getting the face basin for $2.99. Right, we just got a shipment today, so come on down to Rashid Avenue, Kakambi Road, Felicity Chacon.
Good afternoon, my friends. Namaste, assalamu alaikum, and a pleasant welcome to each and everyone to this afternoon's segment, this afternoon's program of Hard Facts, viewed on Sentinel Media Live Broadcasting. We are here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, approximately 1 p.m. We have a little delay today, and shortly the Reverend Imam Rashid Karim, will be joining us in studio. So I am here at this moment to bring to you some issues and some information and some facts that are affecting our citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. My friends, Diwali has just come and gone, and we are approaching the festive season, the Yuletide season of Christmas, and after that we are going directly into the Carnival season, where we will be having a lot of tourists coming into our country. We will be having a lot of huge gatherings in every nook and cranny of this country for Christmas and for Carnival. And as you know, it is history, it is customary, so to speak, that around this time there is an upsurge in crime, there is an upsurge in murder, there is an upsurge in theft and kidnapping, and so many other things that bring distress, that puts our citizens at a disadvantage. My friends, we have had last year, 605 murders were recorded. And this year, 2023, we are heading at a rapid rate to that, maybe to that figure and pass it. We have word from the Commissioner of Police today. And the Commissioner of Police, Mrs. Erla Christopher, said that, let me get it here, to the criminals out there, we are coming after you, the criminals. The criminals have made their intentions clear, and so have we, the police. And our message to them is that if you intend to be on the wrong side of the law, know that we are coming to get you. Now, those are very, very strong words coming from the lips of the highest authority in the police service, that is the Commissioner of Police. Now, Madam Commissioner of Police, Mrs. Erla, with all due respect to you, those words, those sentiments of yours should have been echoed around February, March this year. And your plan to deal with it, to curb it, to solve it, to bring it to an end should have been implemented since then. Okay? We are nearing the end of the year. And, you know, it is, in my opinion, in the opinion of Sentinel Media Broadcasting, it is a bit too late to echo these sentiments. Because sooner or later, in about 30, 40 days' time, we are entering into another year. Okay? So we are pleased to hear those words from you, Madam Commissioner. But we would also like to know, what are your plans? If there is any plan at all, or if there were plans, it should have been implemented, but we saw none of that. So we are waiting with abated breath. We are waiting with fearful feelings for ourselves and our families in this country as criminals roam the streets of Trinidad and Tobago night and day. They are at a loose. They are doing what they want. and people are reeling under fear, Madam Commissioner of Police. You have been placed there. You have been placed there. You were selected and elected, and you have been placed there by God, by the Supreme, to deal with crime. The motto of the Trinidad and Tobago Protective Service is to protect and serve. Madam Commissioner, we would like to be protected and be served. We would like to see aggressive police action, aggressive police action brought into the streets of Trinidad and Tobago to really curb this nasty eyesore situation called crime in T&T. Recently, there was a bust, so to speak. Arms and ammunition were found on 2 occasions, last month and month before, and we are yet to see arrests being made, Madam Commissioner. Just this week, there was a cannabis, a marijuana bust. Assault weapons, assault rifle and ammunition, and other arms and ammunition were found there. Where are all these things coming from? People are asking questions. People want answers. And these answers and questions have remained unanswered, Madam Commissioner of Police. Trinidad and Tobago is looking up to you. Trinidad and Tobago is depending on you. You are the savior of this nation, Madam Commissioner of Police, where crime is concerned, where murders and kidnappings is concerned. Madam Commissioner of Police, in recent times in our country, Trinidad and Tobago, many people have gone missing. And it seems as though the search and rescue team has taken over that part of policing, that they are the ones that have been relied upon, called upon by citizens to find those who have gone missing. And they have been very successful in their aspect of finding missing persons. Madam Commissioner of Police, what are your officers doing about that? As we ponder on this question, as we ponder on these situations, let us take a break and we will be back. So, my friends, welcome back to our program Hard Facts, viewed on Sentinel Media Live Broadcasting. We would like to say a very warm and cordial welcome to all our viewers, locked on, to all our foreign viewers, so to speak, in the Caribbean and by extension the world at large. And as we are on the topic of crime in Trinidad and Tobago, travel, just last week, a German citizen, a German diplomat, so to speak, was robbed of her personal belongings in Curep. A strong signal, that is a strong signal sent by criminal elements to foreigners in this country, more so a diplomat. All right? The German embassy, I am sure, would have made travel advisory to their people in Germany and the others at large that Trinidad and Tobago is not a safe haven. It is not a safe place. That gives our country a very, very bad, a very, very poor image where policing is concerned, where the governance of this country is concerned. Now, back to our crime talk. We have been hearing about joint army and police patrols to be introduced in Trinidad and Tobago. We are already in the Christmas season. As soon as Diwali finishes, Christmas jumps in. And we are yet to see, joint army and police personnel patrolling the streets of Trinidad and Tobago. With the visibility of army and police personnel, that sends a very clear and strong message to criminals and to others. Their intentions, their wicked intentions, so to speak, would not bear fruits. Madam Commissioner of Police, we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, we are looking forward to have the joint army and police patrols introduced into Trinidad and Tobago for this season, Christmas season, straight down into the Carnival season. Now, just to shift the border a little bit, so to speak, the United Nations Security Council has passed a ceasefire resolution to stop the genocide, to stop the war that is taking place between Israel and Palestine. We have footage, we have videos in studio here that is so graphic, it is so gruesome that we were advised by our director here that it cannot be shown because of the graphic nature and content of those pictures. But, everyone knows what is happening in Palestine. Everyone knows what is happening. And our country and our people and people throughout the world at large have been praying, have been, marching in solidarity for Palestinians. The women, innocent citizens, children are being massacred, are being murdered by their thousands. And the world is looking on. The world is praying. Something needs to be done. And here we see the United Nations Security Council have come together to pass a ceasefire resolution to stop this war. Now, the big question is, Director, would Israel adhere to that ceasefire resolution? Because Israel wants that land called Palestine. Would they adhere to it? We have to wait and see. Tomorrow, Sunday, from 2 o'clock, you have that clip there, Director, with the march tomorrow at Mid-Center Mall, Solidarity March. Okay? Concerned citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, Gaza under siege. Tomorrow, Palestinian Solidarity March and prayer to be held at Mid-Center Mall Car Park, Sunday the 19th of November 2023. Assembly Point, Mid-Center Mall, time 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And at the end of the march, you will be addressed by distinguished speakers. Please walk with your flags and posters and whatnot. Just come there. It would be a very, very nice atmosphere. You're going to meet a lot of people whom you have not met and seen in ages maybe. And it's an atmosphere of love. When we had that march in Port of Spain, there were so many people and, so much of peace and so much of joy there. And as we marched around the Queen's Park Savannah in solidarity, our march was carried live throughout the world through the various media platforms and what have you. So an invitation is extended to each and everyone in Trinidad and Tobago to join with the Muslim community of Trinidad and Tobago as we assemble to share in prayer, as we assemble to share in solidarity and in love for our people of Palestine who are undergoing such genocide, such murder, such mayhem. And you know something, Director? What Palestine took to, what it took them to build in about 80 to 100 years was flattened and destroyed to nothingness, to dust and powder in a month's time. When would these people be able to build back their country? Hospitals, government buildings, schools, health centers, and, so much of prominent buildings, all have been destroyed. Can you imagine foodstuff entering into Palestine is being blown up to bits? water, medical supplies. People are hungry and people are dying of hunger. People are dying because of lack of medication. There are no schools, there is no internet in that country anymore. There is no market, there is no money, there is no ATM machine that is available so you can draw money to go to any grocery. There are no groceries, food products that is, in the groceries that you can buy. How are these people making out? And we here in our country, we are eating the best, we are wearing the best, and we are safe and secure, so to speak. It is really, really alarming. What can human beings do to avert this, to bring an end to this genocide, to bring an end to this evil that is taking place in that beautiful country called Palestine? My friends, ponder upon that. In our country, Trinidad and Tobago, Christmas is coming. Christmas is a time when, it is said that the angels of heaven descends upon the earth, bringing joy and goodwill to mankind. Everyone, is in a happy mood. Everyone is their homes supposed to have food and beautiful lights and whatnot, and that joyous mood to welcome the blessed Christ into their lives and into their home, and his birthday, and that we celebrate Christmas and whatnot. My friends, there are people in our country who does not know where the next meal is coming from. I received a call only this morning that, Uncle Prem, what can you do? Speak to the Imam. We don't have anything in our home to eat. We have not eaten since yesterday. And my friends, I had a breakfast just downstairs by Imam here when I came. When I walked into the studio at around 12:15, I ate. And I was saying to the Imam, we need to do something. We need to do something. We need to get people in authority, people in government, the people who are supposed to be responsible for our citizens who are undergoing these hardships. We need to get them involved. This is Christmas time. There are children who has no clothing, who has no food, who have no medication. They are coughing their life out. Some little virus is going around. I think there's a nickname for the virus. It is called Gaza. What is really happening? When we go to the hospitals, you see people lying down there, people sitting there, people crying. No one is paying attention to them. They are not receiving medical attention. They are not receiving their medicine. You have to face the pharmacy. Only Friday, my son was ill, and the prescription we got for Zed, it was $400, and we had to buy it, and I bought it. Can you imagine a family that cannot afford that? Cough, fever, sore throat, dizziness, nausea, everything in one. And on top of that, you have no food to eat in your house. We need to wake up as a people. We need to look to be our brother's keeper in this country. And we have government officials who are responsible for that. Ministry of Social Development. Are they sleeping? Today is Saturday. They are sleeping today. But what about Monday to Friday when you are on duty? What are you doing? You are being paid to do a job. Do your job. You will be responsible one day. If you escape responsibility here on planet Earth, you will not escape responsibility up there. When you have to face that God of retribution, that God who is going to play the film of your life and show you what you did, what you were paid to do, and you fail in your duties to do it. You will be shown that. How are you going to answer? Who would be there to lie for you? No one, my friends. No one. You alone will be there. So, my friends, as we continue with our program, we will pause for another commercial break.
Hello and welcome to Kakandi Drugs Pharmacy. We supply a wide range of medicine, supplements, over-the-counter medication, prescription medication, and medical equipment. Visit us today at Kakandi Road, Felicity, Chaguanas, or contact us at 345-6148.
Where the murder took place again? So, my friends, welcome back to our program Hard Facts, viewed on Sentinel Media Live Broadcasting. We are here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays to bring to you issues that are happening in Trinidad and Tobago, issues that are affecting our people, and the good issues also. Now, Director, there's a video that this person who committed a heinous crime. You got that video there?
Hello, this is Diane.
Oh, hello, Diane.
It's an oddly warm greeting for a killer and his victim's daughter.
Hi, how are you?
All the better to see you.
Diane's mother, Muriel Mackay, was kidnapped 54 years ago. Her body was never found. Nizamuddin, Nizam Hussain, and his brother were convicted of her murder and jailed for life. Eventually freed and deported to his native Trinidad, Nizam has offered to show the Mackay family where he buried Muriel's body.
Well, it's very hard for me to talk about this because it's quite painful, but if you can come and help us find her, of course we'll be very glad to bring you over.
I'm quite prepared.
You're quite prepared to come over and explain and show us exactly where you put her.
Yeah.
He's a man of few words.
Nizam says they kept Muriel at their rented Hertfordshire farm. When she suddenly collapsed and died, he buried her behind a barn. Last year, police searched part of the grounds but found no trace of Muriel. Her family say they dug in the wrong place. Nizam has a new passport, but there's a hurdle to overcome. He's asked the Home Office to lift his deportation order so he can return to the UK and reveal the burial site. He wrote, "I believe I am the only living person who knows where Muriel's body is and would like her body to be found before I myself die." Muriel was married to Australian newspaper executive Alec Mackay. Her kidnappers mistook her for Anna Murdoch, wife of Alec's boss, Rupert.
What's it like having to talk to the man who killed your mother?
It's very hard, but have you had so many years with nobody to talk to and no leads and no hope of ever finding her body? It's actually relief to talk to him.
The Home Office is considering Nizam's request to lift his deportation order, and Scotland Yard detectives...
So, my friends, that is a very, very sad story. That took place in the year 1969. That murder took place in Great Britain and England in the year 1969. And the gentleman speaking there is the convicted person. And he said that I want to give the family closure before I die. Convicted killer Nizamuddin Hussain says that his last wish before he dies is to give the family of his victim Muriel Mackay closure by disclosing the location of her body. This is a murder that took place in 1969. Now, my friends, in England, when police do their investigation and whatnot, most of the times they come up with solutions, correct solutions, all right? And this family has been living with this pain in their heart and in their minds for so many years. 1969 is not yesterday. It's a very, very long time. This gentleman served his time and was returned back to his homeland, his native land, which is Trinidad and Tobago. And there was this link up, this video link up with the family and him, and he has agreed to show the family where the body has been buried. In other words, he has said he's also guilty, okay? And now that's a very, very sad situation for both the members of the bereaved family and for him as a killer to be living with these guilts and these insecurities in your life for a whole lifetime. That is something I would not like to experience in my life. Never, never. And to those who have, suffered the same fate, you alone know what you are going through. Do you have any peace in your mind? Have you atoned for your sins or for your actions that you committed? My friends, you will have to answer. There is no if, but, and maybe. There is no pardoning here. You will have to answer. So as we move along again, my friends, and as we await the Reverend Imam, he will be here shortly. In our country, Trinidad and Tobago, citizens are receiving correspondences in their mail from the Ministry of Finance with respect to property tax. All right? The Minister of Finance said that property tax would be collected from commercial properties. Will not be collected from commercial property owners rather than residential property owners. Now there's a video that is circulating in Trinidad and Tobago where one homeowner was billed $24,242 in property tax for 1 year. All right? Let us assume there are people like that who is receiving $3,500 pension a month, right? That will work up to $42,000 a year. And out of $42,000 a year, you have to pay $24,000, just to round off the figure, in property tax. Then you are left with $8,000 to live for a year in Trinidad and Tobago, to pay your light bill, to pay your water rate, if you have internet at all, to buy groceries, market, and to take care of children and grandchildren. Some of these children that you are taking care of, their parents are in jail. Some of them have died and gone. And you are left to fend with $8,000 a year. What the heck is really happening in this country, Director? What is really happening? You tell me, how could someone live on $8,000 a year? Divide 8 by 12. See what they get. That is shameful. It is disgusting. It is poor management by the government of Trinidad and Tobago. And something needs to be done. The opposition of Trinidad and Tobago, the people who are legal, who have legal minds, and those who are in government and those who are in opposition, MPs and whatnot, needs to come out and say something about this, needs to do something about this. There needs to be mass protests in this country against the introduction of property tax come 2024. We cannot sit as people in our laurels and our beautiful chairs like this, in air-conditioned office, and be swallowing this, while the government is trying to tax the population into poverty to generate funds for their own riches. We have a failed government in this country. They are clueless. They have no plan how to govern this country. And come 2024, my friends, it is going to be real pressure in this country. I am at a loss for words presently. I don't know what my property tax bill would be. I don't know. And there are many like me sitting and looking at this program also do not know what their figure would be like. So the time has come now for us to hit to the streets. Not to sit anymore and be on TikTok looking at videos only. We are going to be placed under extreme financial pressure come 2024. 2024 is not going to be a nice and an easy year for nobody in Trinidad and Tobago. And for those of you who are renters, who rent in from your landlords, and you may believe or think somewhere in the back of your mind that you don't have to pay property tax, my friends, stop being fooled. Stop allowing yourself to be under the influence of financial illusion. It is going to be passed on to you. If you are paying $2,000, you will be made to pay $2,500, $2,600, or maybe $3,000. Because the landlord is not going to absorb that. He's going to pass it on to you. All right? People have worked their life out from the age of 18. Gardeners, tradesmen, self-employed people, those in the public and in the private sector, and to build one home, to build one house where they can have a shelter. And they have paid all their taxes, NIS, health surcharge, whatever, PAYE, and they have paid taxes on the materials that they bought to build that house. And now they are in the twilight years of their life, sitting home to enjoy whatever little they have left. And this government is coming with property tax. I recall the years gone by when I used to pay $200 a year property tax. $200 a year property tax. I wish that those days can come back. And it can, if we as a people stand up, if we as a people come together and lift our voices against this atrocity that has been perpetrated against the residential people who own residential properties in this country. We can put a stop to this. We need to put a stop to this. We have to mobilize our forces. And we are calling on the opposition. We are calling on the opposition, all members of parliament of the opposition, all independent senators and opposition senators, to lift their voices, to mobilize the troops, and let us stand, let us hit the streets of Trinidad and Tobago against this, how the Prime Minister put it, dreaded property tax. Against this dreaded property tax. There are people who could hardly send their children to what you call to preschool. Could hardly afford meals for their children to take to school. And you are talking about property tax? What the heck is really happening in this country? What is really happening, my friends? And that is not all. We are expecting a rise in electricity also, electricity bills. Minister Gonzalez, you are the Minister of Public Utilities, and TNTEC falls under your purview. What is really happening? Where is the voice of the opposition? Where is the voice of the opposition leader? Where is the voice of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago who would be affected come 2024 with a rise in TNTEC bill, property tax coming, and WASA bill is also, they are also threatening with WASA bills. Food prices have been escalating at a rapid rate. No longer can you take $500 and go to the market or go to the grocery. You're coming home with an empty bag. Are you with me, people? Are you there with me? Are you agreeing with me? Or do you disagree with me? $500 is chicken feed. You can't even buy a bag of feed to feed your chicken with that. Far less to feed your family with that. My friends, inside this, the atmosphere here is becoming very somber and very sad with these type of information that is coming to the desk, to the office of Sentinel Media Broadcasting. This is reality we are facing. We are facing an invasion of our country called Trinidad and Tobago, like how Palestine is facing an invasion from Israel. While others are sitting and looking on, our people are being murdered financially, so to speak, in this country, by the government of this country. Sooner or later, we will not be able to feed ourselves and our family. In the same way, the people of Palestine are dying of hunger, food, water, medicine. So too, we will be facing similar circumstances. Let us pause for a break, my friends.
Hello and welcome to Kakandi Drugs Pharmacy. We supply a wide range of medicine, supplements, over-the-counter medication, prescription medication, and medical equipment. Visit us today at Kakandi Road, Felicity, Chaguanas, or contact us at 345-6148.
Yeah, Trinidad, your favorite Hardy Island Express. So we have a massive sale going on the toilet sets and the face basins. You're getting the toilet set for $5.95 and you're getting the face basin for $2.99. Right, we just got a shipment today, so come on down to Rashid Avenue, Kakandi Road, Felicity, Chicago.
Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to Sentinel Media Broadcasting. We are live, and this is a program, Hard Facts, bringing to you current affairs in our country and what is happening worldwide that it would be affecting us from time to time. So, my friends, coming to the studio this morning, in Akbar Trace in Charleville. Director, do we have that video there? We have 2 short clips. Okay. This road, this is Akbar Road in Charleville. This road was paved approximately 1 year ago, and what you are seeing there is a sinkhole that is about 4 feet deep. All right? And motorists have been avoiding that hole. As you can see on the lower part of the screen, the whole road is sinking, and there's in colloquial language we would say a barrow feet, a big drain on the side. And over the years that has been pulling that road, and all the Chaguanas Borough can do is to come once in maybe 5-6 years, patch up temporarily, or sometime they would pave it. It was paved about a year ago, and this sinkhole is there, waiting to damage someone, some pedestrian, or some vehicle, or whatever the case may be. So again, we are calling on the Chaguanas Borough Corporation, more so the councillor for the area, Adrian Ali, to come and have some remedial work done there. Now, what you are seeing here is in the middle of this road, that is Akbar Trace, over the road where that car is parked there, that is heading to the Chief Curry factory. There is a washer valve and a cylinder there. The road on the left-hand side of the screen is sinking, thereby causing the valve, causing the cylinder and the top of the cylinder to be exposed. And it has caused damage to 3 vehicles already. Bursting tires, bursting the shock and front end suspensions. Those people whose vehicles were damaged, they contacted Sentinel Media Broadcasting and asked that we address this situation so that the Chaguanas Borough Corporation, if they don't know about it, and we know they know about it because they passed there, all right? Mr. Adrian Ali, sir, councillor for that area, you need to come, have a look at that, and do some immediate remedial work for that area to bring some sort of solution to that problem. A lot is going to happen again. So, my friends, that being said and done, we have one more topic here to deal with, and a firearm dealer has won his lawsuit in Trinidad and Tobago against the Office of the Commissioner of Police. What lawsuit? Over a delay in making decisions in relation to his 2 applications to import ammunition. Now, there are approximately 22,000 applications for firearms in the Office of the Commissioner of Police. Earlier this year, 28 firearm applicants had written to the Commissioner of Police through their lawyers on the nature, on how you put it, on the status of their applications. All right? So sooner or later, we are going to hear from that department on what is happening. We hope so. Okay, my friends? So, again, the municipal corps said, in Port of Spain that is, that Port of Spain security plan is in place for the Christmas season. There are other places as busy as Port of Spain for this Christmas season. Chaguanas, San Fernando, Arima, Tunapuna, so many other places. We would like to know what security arrangements is being put in place for these areas also, my friends. People in our country are scared to leave their home after 6. Many religious programs in our country takes place during the night time from the hours of 7 to 9. And people are staying away because of fear, because of bandits patrolling the streets and the highways and byways and minor roads and what you call the village areas of Trinidad and Tobago. And people are keeping away. We are calling on our Commissioner of Police, Mrs. Ola, ma'am, please implement your Christmas police plan immediately so that our citizens can feel safe. We need to be advised on what the plan is, if it is in effect, when it will become into effect. We need to see a more visible, a more present army and police patrol in Trinidad and Tobago. This is definitely a deterrent. This will cause a deterrent in crimes for this season called Christmas and Carnival to come. So my friends, with these few information that we have brought to you, we have come to the end of our program for this evening, for this afternoon. And again, we wish you a safe weekend. We hope to see you tomorrow at the Mid-Center Mall car park, where we'll have our solidarity gathering and march on behalf of the citizens, people of Palestine. Everyone is welcome. It is not a Muslim march, my friends. It is organized by the Muslim community of Trinidad and Tobago, but all are invited. I will be there, my family will be there, my village people will be there, and the invitation is extended to everyone in our country to come and to join in that march. So, my friends, I would like to apologize on behalf of the Imam for not being here today. Imam is very, very busy. He has a lot to take care of on his side, on the business side of his life, that is. And, you know, I am here just filling in for him. So, again, season greetings to one and all. Until we meet again on Monday, have a safe weekend. Thank you very much.